What's going on? It is March 20th, 2023. My name is Aaron, and welcome to my update number 46. Missed another 2 weeks this time, but I mean, there's kind of reason. One, I think it's easier to talk about 2 weeks at a time because it gives me a lot more to talk about. And then also, it kind of just came up out of the blue. So I know the main thing that I was doing last week was the Dead Space playthrough, which kind of got halted because I had the work trip, and then I couldn't really do both. And then I also, well, I couldn't do the work plan for the work trip, do the Dead Space playthrough, and then also I removed a I removed a bush from the front of my house. Really cool. I mean, the bush was ugly and like dead, but the root system on it was crazy. I have a few photos of it when I was pulling it up. Uh, it was a lot of fun. Uh, Real hard. Started raining. Kind of sucked, but it looks better. So I'm happy about that. Aside from that, the work trip, we ended up going to. I had to go to Pittsburgh. Not we. I had to go to Pittsburgh. Well, I guess Pennsylvania in general. But I first stop was Pittsburgh, and then it was pretty shitty overall. I mean, at least not overall, but the job, at least there's some communication issues with my project manager who didn't tell me that he was going on vacation, and then wanted to try to. Never mind. Uh, oh, yeah, I can rant about that for a while. That's not what this is about. But yeah, went to Pittsburgh first. That job was actually pretty easy. I actually really like Pittsburgh as a city. There's tons of sports there. You got the Penguins for hockey. You got the fucking Steelers. I can't remember their other teams right now. Yeah, and then oh, and it's actually for a city. They actually have parking since there used to be a bunch of old steel mills. So there's actually a ton of fucking parking in the city, unlike a lot of other cities. And then, oh, and if you're ever there, check out this. It's a sandwich shop, Primanti Brothers. Primanti. I hope I'm saying it right. This place, it's pretty good. I'm always grab one whenever I'm there. I ended up getting two this time. So I think I got it for lunch, and then I got it for dinner for that night. So it's pretty good. They give you they just serve you on a piece of paper. Just like here, eat it like an animal. Yeah, and then from there, I pretty much drove across because I drove from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia, which I think is like a 5.5 hour drive. And so I got to see pretty much all of Pennsylvania, or at least most of it. And it was snowing and stuff, so I got to see the snow on the mountains and the trees that like half dead. And then as I got closer to Pennsylvania, actually I'm guessing the salt in the air and everything had it all go away, so it almost looked like a beginning of spring. And yeah, I got to see like the beginning of spring too, which was cool. And then I got back trying to get my days right, this Thursday. Yeah, I got back this last Thursday, and then St. Patty's was the next day, which was a fucking blast. Everyone came over here. I think we had I think it was like 8 or 9 of us. 8. I'm gonna say 8. But we all came yonder. We were celebrating St. Patty's. It was also Brandy's birthday. And he was in town. He's in the Navy, so we got to celebrate that as well. But we had we had Guinness. We were doing car bombs. I made margaritas. We got wings. Lahana and Morgan were playing Smash Bros at one point. And yeah, it was a grand old time, and no one got fucked up or anything, or nothing broke. Brandy to get into like a fender bender on his way over, but like there was like no damage, so pretty chill. And yeah, St. Patty's. Yeah, after that, Lahana was still in town. We hung out. It's actually our 2 years today, so pretty exciting. And then I think that's pretty much everything except for what I got going on upcoming. I'm going to Santa Fe on Friday. So I'm gonna sit down with them, and then I'm gonna finish up my application and get myself like properly enrolled and stuff into college, and I'm excited. Really looking forward to it. And then and then Jedi Survivor's coming on out, which I'm excited for. I don't actually know the date that it's coming out, so I'll put that up somewhere, but I know it's coming out at the end of April, I think. Unless it's coming out in like 8 days, then I'm also excited for that. I think it's like the 28th. But yeah, well, that's it. Oh, I guess I can. Oh, and then the Carnival Row, finished that. That's good. Haven't seen the season finale for The Last of Us quite yet. Unless I did. I might have. If I did, it might have been okay. I'm gonna say I haven't. Just gonna say I haven't. But it's gonna be it for me. I'll see you on the next one. Deuce.